The Vancouver Island Society for Adaptive Snowsports, VISAS, has been introducing people with disabilities to adaptive sports since 1992. A non-profit volunteer-run organization, VISAS is located on Mount Washington, and people from up and down the island participate in this unique program.
I skied for 28 years before my injury and decided that after 8 years of sitting on the sidelines, it was time to get back into it. So here I am, ski with my family and my kids, and not have to sit on the sidelines and watch them anymore. So learning to ski at 36 all over again is quite the challenge.
The program on Vancouver Island was the brainchild of Herb Bradley, a visionary who wanted to share his passion for mountain sports with disabled people.
And I think at that time we had 4 instructors, and I don't know how many students, but not very many. And it's grown from there.
Books could be written on Herb and the contribution he did for skiing on Vancouver Island. I first met Herb in 1960 when I was 10 years old, and Herb headed up the ski school at Forbidden, and he became sort of a god to me and my second father. And over the years, I took lessons from him and through the ski school, and at the age of 16, I became a ski instructor with Herb. Herb phoned me up one day and said, "Peter, I'd like to come over to Mount Washington and start up a program with you." And I didn't hesitate, getting Herb with us, again, going back with the history and the relationship that he and I had. He'd been a good mentor, and I thought it'd be great to have him here. And he started the program up and ran it for many, many years, and ran it to a point that it became a model for anybody wanting to put an adaptive program together in Canada. The word nationally and provincially was, if you want to start a program, come to Mount Washington and talk to Herb. Herb was starting to get on in years, and he realized that he couldn't put the time in on the mountain that he had previously. So he decided to sort of retire from the program. And I had a concern that with Herb leaving, that maybe it wouldn't continue, but with the training and succession that he did and the people that we have involved, the program is it's growing, it's getting bigger all the time, and the spirit of Herb Bradley continues.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, racers. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the Herb Bradley Challenge. I think this is the 23rd running of this event.
Racers ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
When Herb approached me with the concept for this sort of unique event, it wasn't a race where the fastest gets down, very much similar to the whole philosophy of adaptive snow sports, where everybody gets a chance to win and partake. So we came up with a plan where people guess what their times are going to be. Closest to the guess time are the people who win.
It's a marvelous event. It's a marvelous program. It's, I think, the best in the country in doing this. So we have to support it. There's no question.
VISAS runs a number of activities throughout the season, along with its regular instructional classes. VISAS hosts an annual Winter Snow Sports Festival in early January, Veterans Festival, school groups, and a racing program.
This week we're doing our Snow Sport Festival. We bring in 35 students, all ages, all disabilities, physical and mental, and we teach them how to ski, board, or do cross-country skiing. And they have a heck of a good time. Nobody in the organization gets any money. We're all volunteers. There's roughly 90 of us. And we're all dedicated to giving people with a disability a good time in the snow.
I've got a spinal cord injury at the T12 level. It is an incomplete injury, which means that the spinal cord got compressed and not severed. It also means that I have some movement in my lower extremities, while a person who has a severed or severed spinal cord will not have that movement.
What do you say, Bart?
Think about it as if you're sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
Sitting straight up.
Yeah.
Every time you want to make a turn, slow it takes.
Yeah.
And you come right back to your desk.
Yep.
So, like I say,
Yeah.
you're sitting straight, you're at your desk, you're looking in the trees, you want to turn, and then you just look at the trees again.
All my life I've been very, very active. I was a field hockey player, a squash player. I ran a lot. I ran a marathon and lots of 10Ks, and I've skied a lot, skied since I was 15 years old, and over time my knee wore out, and a couple of years ago I was up at Whistler at the top of Blackcomb and tried to do a turn, and my knee just gave out, and I knew that was the end of my skiing career on two legs. So I kept looking for an alternative, and then I found out about adaptive skiing and thought, wow, this is a great way to go, and found out about this program, and I'm just blown away by it. It feels so good when you feel that thing going. It's just, it just feels just right.
By the end of the day, on the very first day of the ski festival that my kids participate in, the kids are beaming. They can't wait to come back the next day. And by the end of the 4 days of the Snowsport Festival, they've really connected with the adults, their instructors, and the other kids who are part of the program. And they just are a whole different kid than the ones that I brought up in the beginning.
The program on Vancouver Island was one of the first programs in Canada. Today, with about 500 students training with VISAS instructors annually, it is the largest disabled skiing program in the country. The regular program is run 7 days a week with 5 students a day, and demand is growing.
Down to the left. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Down to the right.
That was all right, man. That was
There you
awesome.
go, buddy.
That was awesome.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah, that was
All
good.
on your own.
That was pretty good.
He's gone from not being able to sit ski to be basically on his own already in 3 days. He's a great student. The first time he's by himself was, it's just magic. But you go, it's all worthwhile, all the training you've done as an instructor to get to the level where you can teach sit skiing. And to have a student like that advances so quickly and on his own, it's the feeling is just amazing. Amazing.
Okay, left.
A lot of us, including myself, are ex-military, so we have a personal side to it. We want to do everything we can for these guys.
You meet so many different people, such a wide range of injuries and difficulties that people have overcome, and it's a really encouraging experience. We've had a great week this week here, absolutely amazing for teamwork and camaraderie, and everybody has become such great friends, and we've really enjoyed ourselves.
Herb and his wife Blanche were invited, and I can still remember his words of advice. He looked at everybody in the audience, and he said, all of you had fantastic opportunities. Your parents gave you the opportunity to go into the mountains. And the legacy I ask and what I want to leave behind is to make sure that you people continue that legacy that you got, so that in the future, everybody has an opportunity, regardless of ability, to experience what it is like to be in a mountain.
Racers ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Nicole, look at her go!
Wow, what it means to me is quite a bit. They started me off last year on the program with learn how to ski, little info session for a week, and did that, and they've helped me every day since, all the way to the point of skiing anywhere on the hill. Always with an instructor, never a problem.
And just tell me, what does it mean to be able to get out and do something?
It just means not sitting at home on the couch and doing nothing and wasting away. Means pretty much everything. I mean, it takes me a day to get out here and ski, a couple of days to recover, and then even just sitting there on the couch thinking about the next time you're coming up is quite a big deal. It's not just a day coming up.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's pretty damn incredible. This program, I've got incredible coaching. I've been doing it for about 20 years. And I appreciate the support of the people I have skied with up here. I've skied with many of them. And they've got me to a point where if I really have to, in the rare instance where there's more students and coaches, I can go out and manage on my own in the mountain, all over the mountain. So as far as I'm concerned, they've done an incredible job with me.
Rock on! 3.
Keegan's 12 years old now. We've found it very difficult over the years to get instructors that can't see past his disability. In the adaptive snow sports, they don't actually put any limit on what they believe Keegan can do. They believe in him, so therefore he believes in himself. It's really great as a parent to be able to do something with your child. So for me, it's kind of also taught me as a parent not to underestimate what my son can do.
It feels so good when you feel that thing going. It's just, it just feels just right.
I want you to make as many turns as you need. Don't try and...
All the way down.
Yeah, but just stop before that red fence, or just at that red fence.
Just turn your head. This one out more. Down there a bit now. This one out more.